everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Flacco's Ravens. With that, we'll send you up to Baltimore. And standing by at M&T Bank Stadium are the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll lead here to a third down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And a gain there of 11 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. On second down, Ryan. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. Now it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. On the keeper, here's Ryan. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for fourth down.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Tamme from 6 yards away. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10 here for Flacco. Underneath, he hits for sack. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Time to meet the offensive starters, and time for us to introduce you. You already know him, but Justin Forsett.
His face goes on the poster of those who just need an opportunity. A backup for much of his career. Once he received the chance to be a #1 runner, he's taken it and moved on fast.
And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down now after the pass completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On second down, Flacco to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Cuts back, left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 33 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
All right, Charles, let's go off the script here real quick. Week 3 of the preseason, so many people point to that, say how vital it is. What do we take away from week 4 of the preseason?
Well, we know this is where certain guys make the team, right? Those last position battles. Maybe this is the tiebreaker week, and those guys are going to play the entire game trying to break that tie. Some coaches will have veterans who haven't played much at all, that they want to get on the field a little bit before the regular season begins. They may play them in a little bit of a, an audition sort of a deal, try and get them loose. And then, let's face it, others have question marks that they have to get answered, and they may have to take a little bit of a risk and play them in the last preseason game just to get those question marks answered before the season kicks off.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Flacco here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he comes back with one complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Dumps it off to Forsett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well.
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, Flacco to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Flacco looks to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Flacco. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. football. That led to the sack.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one you just saw there? Catch it and go. Right after catch, all the way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
To throw is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Now Campanaro. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Perriman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
And the catch is made by Justin Harney. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or it moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
And fits the exact right work. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Ryan. Jones has it, and he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ryan. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Second down, Flacco now. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Underneath, he hits for sack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, it certainly appears that the fears of the coaching staff came to the front on that one. They were worried all week about the lack of concentration in practice and a lot of drop balls, and we just saw another one there right here in the game.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. To Allen on the dump off. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Here's Flacco. He's got time. That is caught inside the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 3rd and goal now. Ball on the 5. Coleman, a loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Flacco. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up in an offset eye. Ryan wants to throw it. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Play fake to force it. Now Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now it's Flacco. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And this is one of those, Charles, as broadcasters, we dread a little bit. We had to go deep into the stat sheets and notebooks to find stuff to talk about.
I hope you didn't notice, but I was stealing your notes as the game went along. I was like, Brandon was ready to go. Plenty of information. I started stealing from page 15 and 16 before you even looked down.